Cloud and AI, we call them the intelligent twins for a good reason, which I'll talk about later on. I'm the solutions manager in the Africacloud business unit. I am based in Africa. I won't say which region exactly. I'm in the regional office, but the reason for this is as much as Huawei has been on the continent for over 20 years, I've been traveling, living, and working in a lot of African countries from the north to the south, east to the west, because I like to stay close to my customers. So today I want to share with you the Huawei's own journey to the cloud, and also how Huawei uses intelligent technologies, a lot of what Marcus spoke about, to enable your business not just to how to transform, but also how to grow with intelligence. Unlike Marcus, I noticed he doesn't move much on the stage. I tend to sometimes move a lot, so if you feel dizzy following me, just raise your hand and I'll stop moving. So Huawei started investing in the IT industry over 10 years ago. And this is the same time when we started the cloud computing R&D. But we only started a few years later, in 2016, to take the cloud services to the global market through our partners, through tier 1 carriers, specifically around Europe, working with Orange Telecom, Telefonica, Deutsche Telekom, and then started rolling out to the rest of the world until in November 2018, we launched our own cloud data center in South Africa for the African continent. We've grown very quickly over the 3 years. Currently, we have 23 regions and over exactly 45 availability zones. So if we do the math, it's about over 7 new regions and 11 new availability zones every single year. So it's a key strategy for us. This is where the market is heading, and we're investing. Before our customers say we want, specific services, we're already investing and we're getting closer to our customers. So on the African continent, we already have clients. Just this few months, even the Southern Africa region up in Kenya and Nigeria that are consuming cloud services out of the data center in South Africa. And for that reason, we're now constructing point of presence in both Kenya and Nigeria to reach unprecedented latency on the continent of less than 60 milliseconds once those POPs are up and running. In South Africa, we have our first region. The data center is in Johannesburg. And then we're working on the second availability zone in that same region. We need to have at least 2 to 3 availability zones per region, which will be ready in the next few months. Then from there, our roadmap is to expand up in the rest of Africa. Our cloud services, public cloud services, have grown over 180 plus public cloud services, ranging from infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and then moving on top through our partners and developers where we have a marketplace for software as a service. And then more advanced or intelligent, enterprise intelligent services on top of this. When we talk about, first of all, we open our API gateway to integrate with your applications. Big data analytics, artificial intelligence. We talk about services that are readily available and we use them with our customers: face recognition, voice recognition, image recognition, bots. These services in that very short period are already up and running. And to mention, we currently have over 1.7 million developers that are using the marketplace to develop their own applications on the platform. Some of the key areas that I like to focus on today are those 4 key areas. Talk about the infrastructure. Marcus touched on it. I want to focus from a cloud perspective, what that means to our customers. Then from there, talk about artificial intelligence. Again, cloud and AI, when they work together, they're very powerful. Then security, and the support that we provide now currently on the African continent. From an infrastructure perspective, all the hardware, as you heard earlier, is built by Huawei. It means a lot in terms of performance, starting from the chipsets, the processors, compute, server, storage, network, the integration between this hardware. When we talk about virtual machine, we call it elastic compute services. The performance tested and proven is 15% higher than any other virtual machine that we can compare to. The time for big data analytics running on that platform is reduced by 30%, and total cost reduction that we've seen with our customers has dropped by 20%. The integration and optimization of the hardware and the software stacks together enables the platform to offer now containerization, the containers to perform 20% based on market benchmark. We have seen it higher performance of 53% than in-house built Kubernetes. What we have, sorry. The self-developed chips that we spoke about, the Ascend, is not just integrated in the physical infrastructure, but also in the cloud platform. So this is the power that comes to our cloud clients, is whatever is developed from our R&D, we integrate into the cloud platform. So when we talk about artificial intelligence, we know what an intelligent application needs and the solution from an AI perspective, the performance it requires, and we start integrating whatever we develop into the platform. So what we have today to launch, to mention to you, is the Kunpeng, which my colleague Marcus spoke about. This was launched globally in January 2019, beginning of this year. And this was integrated in the physical dedicated hardware. As of next year, 2020, the first half of 2020, we will start including the Kunpeng processor 910 into the cloud platform. So immediately you will benefit from the performance and the power savings and the cost savings that this processor will bring to the market. If you haven't seen it before, I intentionally brought it with me today to show you the size of that. This is what we've seen on a lot of the slides. This is the size of the Kunpeng processor. 7 nanometer, 64 core processor. It's the highest CPU processing unit in the market today. This has a score of 913 in the InfoSec benchmark testing, meaning this is compared to the market benchmark, it's 25% higher than any other cloud virtual machine. You're welcome to after the session to hold it and see how small it is and the amazing performance that it brings. So if I'll build up those slides here, the ecosystem currently on the cloud platform has a multiple range or variety of components and processors, from x86 to the ARM-based architecture of Kunpeng. This ecosystem that we see here supports over 20 different operating systems on the platform. It's an open architecture that can be customized to meet the different solutions, different architectures for your business. We've seen now, tested and proven, a ratio of a higher performance of 30% performance to cost ratio. Because of all the benefits we talk about, those processors, they give you higher performance, right? At the same time, drops the cost. It's a win-win. You get those two benefits. In some scenarios, you might not require all those processing requirements, so you end up, when you run your workloads on the Huawei cloud, that you actually require less resources to run your workloads. This translates immediately into savings, cost savings. Now, to run your intelligent applications, you need an intelligent platform to run it on top. And at the core of this platform, the very core of the platform to run your applications are those processors. And then you need, in between, a connectivity that can transfer those immense amounts of data across from your data center or from wherever you are or from the remote devices. Now, to complete your solution, we talk about intelligent devices, AI robots, smart cameras, right? Smart devices, IoT devices. Now, as Huawei, we implement these services and we consume them ourselves. So not far from here, there is, if you pay a visit to our headquarters, you'll see that we've actually implemented all those smart solutions from face recognition to actually safe campus. And a lot of those services are implemented already. But we've taken this further, and we've done it on a much bigger scale. And we did this future-oriented experience at Shenzhen Airport in China. So talking about AI and all those innovative technologies, we've implemented real-life solutions. It's not just PowerPoint slides that we're seeing we're talking about here. AI touches on every industry vertical, sooner or later, if it hasn't done yet. So it will either disrupt your business or help you transform your business if you use it correctly, right? We currently have on the cloud platform what is called Model Art. Model Art is designed for the, it's created an AI developer community where it helps the AI developers, software engineers to implement AI solutions without any coding skills. Again, Model Art helps developers and software engineers today to go onto the platform, follow some tutorials, and be able to implement AI solutions without coding skills. How great is that? We now AI, as we've seen one of the examples that we're using on Shenzhen Airport, we've also used it in other industry verticals. We're currently busy with 300 projects through customers and partners, AI projects across those different industries. One of them is in the health industry. We've developed an AI solution to diagnose cervical cancer. Let's have a look at that.
Cooperating with Huawei Cloud, we use the innovative one-stop EI development platform for semi-automatic marking of pathological cell lesions, which generates accurate analysis reports based on cloud services such as DLS, image recognition, and NLP. With AI technology assisting the whole process, 80 to 90% of normal images can be automatically screened, improving screening efficiency by 5 to 10 times and increasing diagnosis accuracy.
华为云医疗服务和精密医学病理医生的强强联合，让普通人也能享受到专家服务，帮助宫颈癌筛查走得更深、走得更远。同时，治疗的时间成本和金钱成本也将大大降低。今后我们将继续展开在乳腺癌、肺癌等多个领域的合作。相信随着这项技术的日趋成熟与完善，将为更多的癌症患者带去健康，让更多的家庭得以完善。
In the future, Huawei will continue to work with KingMed Diagnostics to expand the use of EI services in the medical industry, from reducing screen analysis times to producing accurate diagnosis reports. We are dedicated to improving the lives of patients. Based on various factors, such as cancer cell type, we will also provide suggestions on drug selection, especially targeted drugs. Huawei Cloud, caring for you.
Important topic to talk about here is security, right? So what security controls are in place on the Huawei Cloud platform? First of all, from a compliance regulation perspective, there's over 50 different certifications, ranging from PCI compliance, one of the very complex certifications that one can have, PCI DCS compliance, several ISO certifications around operation security, data security, management security, as well as other certifications that are relevant for certain sector verticals. That's the SOC 1, SOC 2 certification. GDPR compliant because of all the services that we offer in Europe. So the regulations that we have in place are relevant for all the countries that we have presence in. So security from a physical and logical perspective, we look at, we deal with 6 different major layers, from the physical infrastructure to the hosting, to the application, to the data, and to the management. But on top of this, we give our customers the power to implement your own security controls on top of that, whether it's encryption, whether it's bringing in your own security solutions, firewalls on top of that platform and control it yourself. What's more important is with our global footprint, we monitor global traffic to make sure that this traffic is safe before it hits the platform. We've heard recently about some certain attacks, DDoS attacks, in a lot of regions across the world. Our customers haven't complained or been touched with those DDoS attacks. So outside, at the perimeter, we manage that, but at your own level, you have control to implement your own security solutions. Then from a support perspective, we have now local support on the continent. All our team, the cloud team, the regional team is based here in Africa. We have a big team in South Africa and is growing very fast because of the uptake that we are seeing. We also put a dedicated cloud team in Kenya, and we're busy with Nigeria as well. This is from a cloud perspective, but you get online support. First line support is local, and this team has direct access to a headquarter and R&D. We're very quick and efficient in terms of activating new services in the region. So when we activate cloud services, we don't just, those 180 plus services, activate them in the region whether there's demand for them or not. We do them in stages. So whenever there's a client demand that says, I want this service, can you bring it in? Then we will interact with our R&D team and start activating those services locally. On top of this, when we talk, I personally come from a very technical background until I met my colleagues, the technical colleagues in the Huawei office here that provide support to our customers. One of them actually, his specialization is in coding these chips. So when he talks technical, I don't understand anything of what he says. So this is kind of the level of support of the cloud team. When they talk to you about the application, they actually know what it needs to run on a cloud platform from a performance perspective, right? So we can give, through our architects, consulting advice, right? What is best practice to do things? Is it safe? Is it secured? Is it going to perform? Where's the bottleneck? So we can provide those consulting. We absolutely love to work through our partners. So whether supporting our partners or our customers, we want to assure you that we are backed up by very, very subject matter experts that are sitting here in country and on the continent. We have a very long, hundreds of thousands of cases. Wouldn't fit the screen here if I put them. Just put a few samples there. So globally, we have 48 of the Fortune 100 are existing clients of Huawei. From an Africa perspective, we have a long list of clients, as I mentioned, not just in South Africa, but in the southern region, up all the way to Kenya and Nigeria. And two of those examples here I'll touch on. Kilimall. Kilimall is one of the latest clients that came on board. Really the differentiator that we brought to this client is around creating them, giving them a more of a trusted platform. Trusted in terms of the availability and the durability of their platform. Can it actually handle the traffic and the concurrent sessions that the users visit this platform on a daily basis? Just to put into this context, Huawei ourselves, we have what's called a VMall. The VMall is an online platform that on the Singles Day, similar to Black Friday, there is over 30 to 40 million users on that day that access that platform. This is how much we understand connectivity, we understand how to automate these platforms to scale up when there is demand and then scale down when there is no demand. Then the second one is WeShare Financial Services. We help them build that platform on the cloud in just 2 weeks. Up and running and tested. And then the latency, we spoke about it. Less than 100 milliseconds. This client is sitting in Kenya, connecting to the cloud platform here in South Africa. So really it's, we are in Africa. We understand Africa very well. We understand what an application requires to run and to perform for your business. We provide you with the support, we provide you with the services that you need without very highly skilled, development skills to be able to now try those innovative technologies and see how it can do to your platform. Thank you very much for listening. Yeah.